Joining me is Ronit Ghose, Industry Chair, Future of Finance and AI Group, MFTA. Ronit, thank you for coming here and being with us, and welcome to us straight to MENA. Now, what exactly is Agentic AI, and why is it different than the AI that we usually use in our everyday life?
Sure, and thank you for having me. Agentic AI is part of the do-it-for-me economy. Generative AI, which came on the scene about 3 years ago, 4 years ago, is creative AI. It's AI that can create words, text. It's show it to me. Agentic AI is now do it for me. Don't just show me the answers, which is like a bit like super Google.
Yeah.
When we explain to our grandparents what is AI, they go, but doesn't Google do that? So that's generative AI. Agentic AI is then it does it for you. So you say, hey, Super Google, I want to go on holiday in July or August to Italy. It gives you all the options. Agentic AI will then go and say, these are the options. Can I book it for you? And autonomous will be, I'll book it all for you. You just say, I want to go to somewhere by a beach or by a castle. It'll do it for you.
So it's like acting like your agent.
Exactly.
Gonna do
Like an
everything
assistant.
for you. It's gonna book the tickets for you and do it all.
Do it all like a human assistant would do.
Is that safe though?
When it comes to finance, both banks
Yeah.
with their internal compliance and governance, and also particularly regulators will make sure that the process to true self-driving finance will be measured. Think of the analogy of self-driving cars. Have you been in a Tesla when it's driving itself, or in San Francisco, Waymo?
Yeah, not yet.
You haven't. Look at so whenever I go to San Francisco, I love getting in a Waymo. There's no driver. You just get in the back and it drives itself.
Yeah.
That's self-driving cars. And Agentic could be the same for everything. It'll just do it. Now, when it comes to finance, you
Same
don't want
concept.
it. Yeah, same concept, self-driving finance.
Yeah.
But just like with self-driving cars, we've had like 10 years of experimentation, trials to make sure that it works. And now it's in San Francisco and slowly spreading around the US. We had it here in the Marina, I think. We're going to have it more in the UAE. We're going to have our own.
Trial also of the cabs as well here in Dubai.
Yeah.
Too, the self-driving.
Yeah. But just like,
cab.
imagine you're doing that in the Marina where the traffic is slow and it's kind of, slow. Cars move slowly. Imagine on the Sheikh Zayed Road, right? So you want a lot of training before you want to be in a driverless car on a highway, because bad things can happen to you really fast. And finance is the same.
Same thing with finance, because now the self-driving, the Agentic AI have all the information. They have it. They have your credit cards. They have all of your info.
Yeah.
So I want to talk to you about something else also, that you wrote a book about the future of finance. And since we're talking now about the future and presence, actually, in your view, how close are we to AI actually managing our finances autonomously?
So thank you for mentioning my book. I wrote that book in 2023, 2024.
Yeah.
And when I read the book now, so much has changed. So everything is changing very fast. Anything we discuss now here, live, start of July in Dubai, in 3 months or 6 months, will have changed dramatically. Things are moving really, really fast. The technology is probably moving faster than the human's ability to manage and control it. So when it comes to high-risk areas like finance or healthcare, you're going to have a lot of control, compliance, regulatory, human in the loop, because you don't want your, you don't want your credit card just to go and say, "Oh, I think Ronit wants to do this. Let's go shopping. I think Ronit wants to do this." You want it to be very controlled. You don't want to wake up one day and find, "Hey, I've got 100,000 dirham balance, on my credit card." So there'll be strong. It'll be not autonomous. It'll be semi-autonomous. So don't think of it as self-driving cars or self-driving finance. Think of it as assisted driving. So assisted finance. So you'll have an agent giving advice saying, "Hey, go to these places in Italy," but not booking it straight away, because you want some control on your
You
credit
change your mind. So all of a sudden also. Okay, you said it's moving fast,
Super
moving
fast.
quickly now.
Yeah.
For banks in this region specifically, what does agentic AI change first?
So for banks in the region, when you look at Dubai, Abu Dhabi, also Saudi, Qatar, these banks are quite digitally advanced. Not all of them, but the big ones have done incredible work. They're often, on cloud computing. They have very good apps. The challenge now is, where is the best place to use AI and agentic AI? One area is in wealth management. So if you have very rich friends, they get full service banking. Most of us, the 99.9% who are not very rich, don't get that kind of banking, right?
Okay.
So we email or call the bank. If you're lucky, they reply quickly. Usually it takes a while. So many clients get frustrated because they just want information. It might be on the website or they can't find it. Agentic and generative AI will hopefully improve the client connectivity and client experience at the front end, make the experience better so the client actually enjoys talking to their bank. But most of the time, most of us it's not a very enjoyable experience with the bank. It's a bit like going to the hospital.
I mean, it's something that you postpone,
It's like going to the dentist. You don't always want to talk to your bank. Now, inside the bank as well, there are a lot of processes and workflows that can be improved through agentic AI. Banks are white-collar factories. There are lots and lots of people in local banks, international banks, that do processing. And over time, a lot of those jobs will migrate to agentic AI and software.
Yeah. So here in this region, as you said, banks are going digital. We have neobanks as well.
The very good ones.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's going really a long way when it comes to the digital finance, let's say.
Yeah.
And also AI infrastructure is been invested heavily in the Gulf as well. Does that give the region an advantage when it comes to other regions as well, and it comes to deploying agentic AI?
I think the region has three things going for it that helps in this context. Number one, the region is young. The average person in the region is in their late 20s, early 30s. You look at the UAE, Saudi, other countries, that means they're technologically savvy. If you look at usage of YouTube or TikTok in the world, this region has some of the highest per capita usage. People are digitally native, number one. Number two, the governments, the leadership here in the UAE and Saudi, other countries, are very tech forward, partly because they also are young. They're not in their 70s usually. The people who run these countries are either young.
Population, yeah.
They reflect their population and they're very bold in their plans. We know what the plans are here in Dubai and down the road in Abu Dhabi. They're very AI and technology focused. And thirdly, you're right, the amount of capex that's been done in the UAE on AI, on data centers is very impressive. So they have capital, they have stable and relatively low cost energy, which you need to run AI and the data centers. So there's these three factors that come together: the people, the leadership, and then the spending, all coming together.
Yeah, and a lot of spending, of course.
A lot of spending.
Definitely. So tell me about the biggest risk when we talk about financial decisions being made by AI, agentic AI in general.
Yeah.
I mean, aside from codependency for the rest of our lives.
So the biggest risk is, humans, we have our flaws. You and I and the audience, we all have our flaws. But we have them, they're relatively differentiated. So maybe my biases and prejudices will not overlap with yours completely. Machines are often, the AI models are often trained in the same places. They're built in the same place. Now, the UAE has its own very successful, highly regarded Falcon model. But generally the models like I use on a day-to-day basis, I'm using, a combination of Claude or ChatGPT or models that are American. And there's this concentration in the models we use. That means, in finance, will there be a herding? Will this herd mentality, when someone gets excited about, we have to buy that stock or we have to buy that piece of real estate, and everyone tries to buy that piece of real estate or that stock, prices go up, you get a bubble, and then too many people try to do the same thing. And with AI, there could be a risk of excessive or increased herding, because our biases won't just be our biases. They'll kind of reflect the model's biases, and the model bias will be maybe more similar than us as individuals. Here in Dubai, we have so many different nationalities, and we come with our own, different ways of thinking and being and doing. The models don't have that much differentiation compared to us as humans.
Yes, yes. And we noticed that with even like the older models as well. Maybe we'll see a different versions now in the future, or like in the near future. Definitely. Very interesting insights. And this is very important conversation that we will keep having. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having us
today. Thank you.
Thank you.